How safe are your children? Online hackers are unashamedly targeting kids. For these digital criminals, children represent easy targets, but the real-world consequences of these hacks are devastating. How would you cope with someone secretly watching your kids through a hacked baby monitor, or sharing your child's school records on the dark web? In these confronting true tales, we examine what happens when a hacker turns your kid's life upside down. Do you think your children are safe in your home? They might not be as secure as you think. Any device that is connected to the internet can be a target for hackers. This is a lesson that Eden learned in the most terrifying way possible. She'd just put her baby son into her bed for the night. As she was leaving the room, she heard a strange noise. As she opened the door, she found the baby monitor panning around the room. The device was being remotely controlled by a hacker. Horrified, she removed the baby monitor immediately. While this story might scare parents, things could have been much worse. Experts have warned that many children's toys have inadequate digital protections. This can allow hackers to secretly watch your kids play. Even more terrifying, they might be able to hack the voice function and talk directly to your children. But what if online games have also become a dangerous place for children? Most kids love to play a few rounds of their favorite game after school. Parents think this is a safe way for their children to relax. Sadly, this isn't true. Kids find themselves drawn into virtual worlds where they exchange real money for digital currencies and in-game items. Kids see this as a fun way to upgrade their characters, but all hackers see is a lucrative chance to make quick cash. This is something that 11-year-old Millie found out for herself. She loved Roblox, spending countless hours upgrading her house and gathering her pets. Each day, she looked forward to entering her virtual world until calamity struck. She found that her login details no longer worked. That was when she came to a shocking realization. Hackers had gained control of her account. Millie was left heartbroken, thinking of all the time and money she'd wasted. But what if a new type of hack could wreck the lives of hundreds of children? Hackers have been unleashing a dangerous type of ransomware attack. They have started hacking school records. This information is released onto the dark web if the school doesn't pay the ransom. To understand the devastation an attack like this can cause, you must know the type of records involved. The school doesn't just track the academic performance of its students. They also have sensitive health records, including information about the mental health of their students. Hackers can find out which kids have had disciplinary action taken against them. They can even learn about court orders that affect the students, like whether their parents have filed custody agreements or restraining orders. Once this information gets leaked on the dark web, there's nothing that a parent can do to protect their kids. Imagine if your child was caught using drugs in school. After a harsh conversation, they vow never to touch those substances again. Normally, that's where the matter would end. However, once private school records become public knowledge, they could ruin your child's life. Colleges might be hesitant to accept students with drug histories, or employers could be reluctant to give your kid a job. Could the release of private school information land your child in jail? Imagine that your kid went through a rebellious stage as a teenager. They got into some fights at school. Years later, they commit a minor crime. But the judge looks at their school records and sees their violent history, so they decide to give a harsher sentence. These horror stories are just the beginning. Hackers have a wide range of tools they can use to exploit your children's naivety and abuse their trust. The terrifying truth is that your kids are always one click away from danger.